Hello, my name is Carla Sacco, and I am beyond thrilled to be sitting with Tylaine Duggan, who is CEO and executive producer of Youth Day Global. And I'm excited to ask her one particular question today related to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article Right number 19, freedom of expression. And I sincerely believe, in my humble opinion, there's no one else on earth who is better suited to answer questions and to hear her perspective about it. So if I were to ask you, first of all, what does the freedom of expression as a human right mean to you uniquely?
Well, I think, Carla, it's fair to say that as a human race, we are all different. We're also very different and unique. So for me, this right is wonderful because we get the right to express ourselves in the way we wish to, which makes us unique.
Without censorship, without suppression, without fear, without intimidation, without judgment.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
So as it says here, we all have the right to make up our own minds, to think what we like, to say what we think, and to share our ideas with other people. So why do you think that this right was so important that it would be included in 30 core articles?
Well, I would also add to that in today's day and age, with travel being so extensive, with migration being so extensive, it's important that we understand the differences between us and celebrate those differences. So whichever country you come from, it's important to share your culture wherever you end up going within the world.
And not necessarily assimilate, but have a mosaic.
Exactly, because that is what makes life so exciting. Imagine we were all the same. So it is really the differences between us that makes life so bright and wonderful, and you can learn why people are the way they are because of their traditions back home. And of course this spreads now around the world, but there's nothing like watching youth at Youth Day, learning about another culture. And one minute we're doing rock, the next we're doing ballet, then we're watching traditional dance from one of the countries that they've never been to. So now this is sharing ideas and cultures, and if we could do that more as human beings, we would learn to appreciate each other better and live more harmoniously, because now you understand why they do things they do.
And you brought up an interesting point about learning, and we spoke earlier about learning that first you must be exposed to different ideas,
Yes.
especially the young people.
Yes.
So that, okay, so it's not all cookie cutter, and without exposure, then you wouldn't even have a sense of what you choose.
Carla, we are not cookie cutters, so we can't have our environment be cookie cutter too. So often I find that it's really a lack of knowledge. Why do certain people do this? Our culture doesn't do that. That doesn't make it wrong. It makes it different. And once you understand why some people do this way and others do that way, you now start understanding. And that allows us to exist together on this planet.
Yes. And it's to be celebrated.
Oh, absolutely.
And encouraged.
Yes.
It's not just to protect us, but actually to push forward in this.
Exactly. And in fact, I have to applaud, especially Miss Nicole Crellin, our director for Youth for Human Rights in Toronto, because it is the teaching of your rights that ensures that we all have these 30 human rights.
And to recognize how important it is.
Yes. Yes.
Because it's just slid over so often.
And of course with Youth Day specifically, we just love the fact that Youth for Human Rights is there at our festival and lets everybody know. And it's not just the youth, even the parents, please learn about your human rights. It is so important and it leads to a bright future.
100%. I told you this is the person to talk to about Article 19. Thank you so much, Tylaine.
You're most welcome. Thank you. And please do visit us as well at youthdayglobal.com. Thank you very much, Carla.
Thank you.